performances and look at the ingredients that help to like shape and mold everything we doing. I mean, every like last one of us, I can say at least in this King's Corner has had grand performances that has helped to shape the shit, and then like go back if you want to chronicle and look over how the work has moved into the spaces moved in. I think it's a lot of all of us having those grand performances or spaces where we've definitely added some grand things to the game. You know what I mean? So that's why it's kind of like for us to see, yo, where we taking our creativity and our expression to go to that degree. You know what went into that, and then you see shit that you know is like, ah man, that ain't even like a quarter of what what you know it to be. But I still try to look from another perspective and see why it comes off as it comes off. Like trying to totally rule out, all right, let's just say, you know, my opinion ain't the end all to be all.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at it from other perspectives. And I think we need to do that to totally grow. So I look at certain things and I really analyze and study like, okay, what he did there, how does that come off? The way he expressed it, like let me catch on, because
Mm.
I may just not be aware of where he's coming from in that space, and I think that's that's worthy. You know what I'm saying? Of even if it just allows for you to learn more, we all need to do that.
That's
But
a
that's
you know what though, bro? What you just said.
mm-hmm,
Oh yeah, Cassidy is in the building. Loaded is in the building. Daylyt is in the building. Disaster is in the building. We got one more pulling up. But no, hey, but like you right though, Loaded though, because I'm gonna tell you those rounds, like when your rounds really mean something. Like everybody here that's coming in, I can quote rounds like those
right.
like them pieces that just age like that Miles shit aged forever. It's like when you listening to it
Yeah,
because it's the craftsmanship in it. It's like,
yeah,
and you know what it
yeah,
was? It seemed like back then, like in that era, it was like, man, defy gravity, man.
right,
Yeah, like show us why.
yeah.
What makes you different from him? Show us, like But now it seems like they want you to be exactly like them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like
Mm,
instead of
mm.
like for us, it was more like levitate, levitate. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
show us the
yeah.
difference. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right,
hey,
right,
do y'all
right.
agree with that? Daylyt? Do y'all agree with that?
Verb, I think the main difference in the eras for me is like now battle rappers, you know what I'm saying, they can see something online, it's already there for them to know where to go and what they have to do and how they prepare. Like we come from that era where you didn't know what was going to happen. You couldn't just find a battle and be part of it like that. It was really a tightly knitted community, and that's why I feel like all the bars and the things that we talked about were so they were so pen driven and driven in that aspect is because it was like a tightly knitted community that wasn't exposed to the whole world, and you had to really know to find battles, and you had to like make yourself a name. And when you showed up places, like you didn't know who you was going to battle, who you were going to run into. You had to have bars on you all the time. Like now you could catch one of these guys and be like, what's good, and they'll be like, well, call up so and so and set it up. Like
That's a fact. Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit
yeah,
ain't like what we come from. And like
yeah,
at the end of the day, to me, that's the main fucking difference. You know what I'm saying? But that's the add on to what Lux was talking about.
yeah. But because now, like, okay, like now it is more. And me and Cass was talking about this. We understand the game is now a different. Cass, hey Cass, tell them what we were saying. How it's just different, but it's still a go though. What were you saying?
I'm just coming in, so I don't even know where y'all at yet.
Oh no
Listen in a
no.
little more.
I was saying,
What y'all talking about?
we was talking about the differences, and Loaded was talking about the differences of eras, how it changed each time. Like, what was we talking about when you said, what you had said, bro? You was like,
Which one?
damn, I don't forgot that quick. But Cass
Well,
had said something earlier that made sense. He was like, okay, it's still good, but it's just like faster, right, Cass? What was you saying, Cass? Explain. You remember that shit?
What part you talking about? Just let me know what you're talking about.
When we was talking about the differences of the eras
Of
of like,
battle rap era
yeah,
of matter.
yeah.
Um.
But
Well,
to chime in real quick, I think
it's
the
it
best thing.
depends.
Go
It's
ahead,
all a
Cass.
perspective. It's all a perspective on how you say where is at. The
Mm,
same niggas is alive right now. Like
mm,
most of the niggas that's on this shit right now in this car was doing it back in the previous time. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And niggas is still alive now, and niggas are still the same niggas.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like it necessarily changed in the heart of the niggas that really want to battle. I just think what the business got involved. Like
Mm.
back in the day when we was doing it,
Mm-hmm.
it was like it was the transition from just being in love with rap and doing it in the streets to transitioning from that level to like being a star. You had to battle. It was like they give it an analogy like the golden gloves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like you not a rookie, but you not a professional yet. You know what I'm saying? You winning them golden glove tournaments, niggas know that you got potential to be super nice. So that's why niggas was battling back in the day. But once they seen it was the energy, they start putting all this money into it and made it a business now. So
Mm-hmm.
now is other people that got say so in it that don't necessarily play a part in the culture. And when I
Mm-hmm.
say that, I mean like creating, like as far as creating ideas, making raps, delivering the raps. Those people might not got nothing to do with that, but they still putting money into it now because it's a business. So that's the
Mm-hmm.
difference. What is demanded now? What makes the most sense, money wise,
Exactly.
might not have made the most sense back in the day for you to make that transition from a street nigga to being a star.
Fact.
So that's the only difference. But I feel like the heart of the battle rappers is still the same. And if you demand the same thing from them, they could deliver and bring the same things to the table. It's just niggas gonna only bring to the table what they feel as though is required for them to be more successful and get more lit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, how do you keep your integrity amidst all of this? Because everybody is we looking at the means to an end, and then it starts becoming the hustle. But you know, the art form. I think you. I don't. I hate to say it, but if it keep going that way, you'll wind up whitewashing it. It'll just be a space where people just doing just enough,
Mm.
and too
Mm.
many
which is
performances with.
technically what's happening, Lux.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah, it's one of those.
the chime in on that too. Like as I look at all the faces on the panel right now, and I look at how different we all are. Like verb is verb, lux is lux, Cass is Cass, Diz is Diz. You know, hollow is hollow. Like none of us are comparable in. Like we do similar stuff, but none of us. You ain't gonna look at that person and be like, "Hey, he sounds just like the other nigga."
At all.
Yeah, and you know what? You know what? That comes from us coming from an era where you wasn't allowed to sound like nobody else. So I think the reason why a lot of us have those preserved different things about us is because we came from an era where if you even remotely sounded like someone, you was getting booed or called a biter.
Yeah,
Exactly. And going and leading to that, just in this new era, it's almost like all the formats that we put out there created like a battle rap book. And now the new era, they just take pieces from all of us and just apply it. So now like to me, the new era is a form of mumble rap battle rap. It's the same setup, same lead up, same every over and over and over. But the eye view from it is the fans like it. It's almost like the new fans of newer battle rap, like, yeah, just do what everybody else doing. That's fire.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
The thing
And
is,
you
though,
know what?
Day, and
That's sick.
I don't look at all of them like that. I feel like you're right to an extent, but there's a lot of the newer people that are nice as fuck that learn from us too. You know what I'm saying? And they're
Not
not
COVID. The
they're not
COVID
like
baby's different.
hella recycled like you saying, but a lot of people are, and they actually take a lot of concepts we've used before. Like, believe it or not, a lot of this stuff we've already rapped it like 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, we was talking, me and Verb was talking about that earlier, is undetectable perjury that makes you a true artist.
Mm.
Like everybody gonna everybody on this line stole something from the legends and the veterans that came before them. But they just was inspired by so many different people for so many different reasons and took so many bits and pieces from so many different places and put it in a blender and blended it all together and made a new recipe that nobody never tasted. Nobody never experienced it before, so it's something new. You know what I mean? And that's what makes you a true artist. Because when you come into this world, you got to be inspired by other music, other forms of rap, other things that other niggas do. But
True.
that don't mean you got to directly bite. That don't mean you got to be a carbon copy. So a lot of these new battle rappers, you can actually see and hear directly who influenced them. You can't just say that they was influenced by battle rap, but they dope and got their own sound. A lot of these new dudes, you can tell directly who did influence them and who they got their whole shit from,
And
and
then
that's not right.
they'll act like they didn't take it either. They'll look at you, blink in your face, like, nah, yes, the fuck you did, man. What you talking
But they
about?
might not even know they took it subconsciously.
No,
They
no,
might
no,
really
no.
think it's their own
Hollow,
Mm.
style.
hollow. You right because Pete, right? I was in this one thread and I seen like a bunch of the newer, like up and coming niggas, and they was like, nah, why? They was just, it was like a mook slander text, right? So a guy posts like, nah, check out my last battle, and he started his battle off with smack hit my phone, smack hit my jack, and yada yada. And I'm like, my nigga, you
Don't
cannot say
even
mook
know
whack,
where it come from. Verb, I
and
guarantee a nigga do not
He
know
do
that a
not
nigga
know.
snatching the
Right.
coin came from
Right.
you and Marv One.
Hey, you
Like
know
niggas
what? And
don't
guess
know
what?
shit
When I
like this,
said that,
boy.
I said I was the first nigga that done that, caught that coin in the air, and guess what? Everybody started doing it, act like that. I'm like, damn, that shit crazy, bro. Like, what is y'all
but
talking about?
verb. You got to really sit here and think about this one thing. In all actuality, my nigga, we did shit like we did shit 10 years ago, 15 years ago. A lot of these niggas just hit 18, 19, 20. They really don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't know.
A lot
Man,
don't.
that's bullshit, man. I'm gonna tell you why it's bullshit. It's like if you a basketball player and you a guard, you don't know Allen Iverson. Come on, man. Like we not finna do that, bro.
Yeah,
Verb,
Yes,
that's
you are,
but
bro.
verb,
but it's like
verb,
so
verb.
much material
We,
online.
verb,
Some
we know
some
them.
have
Ain't
watched
even
so many
looking.
battles that they don't know. They're subconsciously saying something they watched from Hollow versus
Mm.
past words they seen 4 or 5 years ago. They thinking it's they line they came up with
What
because
he
it's in the
Nah,
do?
back of their brain
nah, y'all all right. Like they don't all know and they do all know. It
and then
just
some
depends.
do.
It
Hmm.
depends on the timeline. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all brought up Iverson, but like Iverson might have been like, you know what I'm saying, like inspired by like Isaiah Thomas or something like that.
Hmm.
And like he probably got a lot of shit from Isaiah or like, you know what I mean, Hardaway or different
Hmm.
motherfuckers that came before him. But if you came up in a time where all you was watching is AI, or you another young boy that came up and all you was able to see was like Kobe, LeBron, or now you coming up and you a super young boy and all you see is Steph and all these new niggas, it's like AI is old to a lot of niggas. Like they gotta look back and do research, go on YouTube to even see AI. So how would they know about the niggas that even inspire him unless they do their real research? You gotta be a real you gotta be a
All right,
real
let's do
fan
this
of the
then. My bad. My let's cut you out, but let's do this. I think of it
nah,
like
but
this.
I ain't finished though. Like
Mm.
so a nigga could have made up a move. Like Isaiah Thomas or one of them niggas could have made up a move and did it first in the game way back in the day.
Mhm.
Now AI take it and do something similar. And
Mhm.
now one of these newer players come do it again. All the young boys is gonna know is the new nigga that just did it. They not gonna
Hmm.
know the two niggas that did it before him. You know what I'm saying? And
Right,
they
right.
gonna really have to do their research and it's gonna be hard. Niggas don't really got that much time. And niggas don't really be that big of fans to do
Nah,
that
niggas got
much
time. They
research.
don't care enough. They don't care enough. You got to
Yeah,
do your time and study hip hop. You
yeah,
got to.
if you want to be in it, but I'm just talking about the average fan, not the
Hmm.
players. I'm
Got
talking
you.
about just the average
Got you.
fan. Just like I'm a fan of a lot of shit, but I'm like a big fan of certain stuff, and I'm just like a kinda fan of certain stuff. So I don't do my research on everything, like every form of music. Like it's other forms of music that I like. I might like certain songs, but I'm not going back to the 60s and 50s and doing research about every form of music. I might do that with hip hop, but I might not do that with pop or you know what I'm saying, some other shit. So, you know what I mean? That's how some fans be. Like, you know what I mean? They don't really want to do their research. But it's up to the niggas that's on the phone to maintain the order. You can't
For
expect
sure.
them to do it. They
That's a
uninformed.
That's a
They
fact.
not informed enough. They ain't put enough time in and enough work to understand that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just fans. So, you know what I mean? It's up to us, the niggas that really know the details and know the rules and the regulations, the like, you know what I mean? To let them know what's what. And like doing shit like this, like speaking up, giving niggas opinion. So everybody not never gonna have the same opinion. There's always gonna be niggas that think different, but niggas can side with the person that they agree with if niggas do got different opinions, and set it up the right way so niggas could have to go in the right direction. The same thing with hip hop that don't got nothing to do with battle rap. These niggas don't know all of the niggas that paved the way for them to rap how they rap. They still in the nigga style that came right before them, not knowing there
Right.
was four niggas that had that style or was rapping fast or doing that jump flow you was doing, or you're not the first person to rap to a double time or do a double time type of flow.
Right.
Like, but everybody don't know. Niggas don't really be on that type time, and they need somebody to teach them. So who going to teach them? You can't expect it to just fall in their lap and the information that just drop out of nowhere.
Word.
It's up to us niggas
Our
that do
job.
got the information to give it to them niggas.
Yeah. Now you know what's the grandest thing about all of this though? Like, cause all industries go through shifts and changes and all of that. At least in our sport though, you could battle for this shit though. Like it's always gonna be two powers, man, that conflict. And you know, this is how life goes. That shit is just that. You know, adversity
Hey,
creates
Lux, let me
progress.
ask you a question though. Let me ask you this. Me and
What
Cass is
up?
talking. What who inspired the style of loaded Lux?
And man, it's innumerable. Like
Give them
it's
to us. Let's see.
it's names you would
Fucking
know.
aliens from Planet X.
Yeah. like
No, let's
like
hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it though. Let's hear it.
nah, cause I could go through names you know what Jay-Z, Nas, Big,
Mm.
you know what I mean, and then I could
Hey,
go
can I
through
say
dudes
one? Can I
you
say
never
one?
heard of.
Hey, can I say one, Lux?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Is Big L one?
That's a Snapple top fact.
You know,
Hell yeah.
I hear that, man. It's crazy. Like
Yeah.
you like our Big L type of thing.
Yeah, nah, he was definitely like personally, you know what I'm saying, inspiration and just
And I think that's the advantage we kind of got is that when we was coming up, we had people in our neighborhoods and certain people that people
yeah,
never heard of and knew that inspired us. All they got is people on YouTube and us to watch. So they kind of by default is fucked up that they just got a template of us. Anybody
right,
hot, you
right,
feel me?
right,
Like we
right.
had people nobody heard of and knew that inspired us. You know what I mean?
There's so many people that were nice as fuck back then, man. You remember when fucking Crooked Eye came out and Chino XL was bodying shit, man? There was like this little period of time, man, where lyricism was like crazy. Who remembers Phil the Agony?
The
None of us
agony.
did.
Yeah,
No,
that's guys. These are
nobody
West
did. It's kind
Coast
of
dudes. These are
wild. Like,
West
you know
Coast
what I'm
dudes,
saying?
though.
Nobody. No, none of us.
No, this
But
like
I
West
remember
Coast
Chino
shit, but
XL
like,
though.
man, there's a lot of lyricists that like I'm inspired by lyricists straight up too. Like that's who we started listening to first. It was kind of like that's what you had to be. You know what I mean?
But I do
Just
think one of
just
the
tag on.
movements. Go ahead, Daylyt.
I was saying that the tag on to there's like, and this something that a lot of the hip hop space don't know, but I've said it a few times. But like I grew up listening to Crooked Eye and my older brother. Like Crooked Eye and my older brother started rapping together, so that's all I was hearing.
Right.
When I was like 4 or 5 years old, I used to be in the corner. Them niggas is just freestyling in the room and
Razcast,
shit. Yeah, like that's kind of what I
Razcast,
grew
and
up on.
Corrupt were crazy at the time too, man. Like there were like I don't know, man. We like when it came to like East Coast shit too, man. You know, we were just heavy on the Wu Tang, the Killer Bees, just Killer Army shit, and just it was always that crazy shit that we were just like, man, crazy ass multi syllables. Even Cool G Rap going further back, but it was always that we were always looking for that shit. It was like a drug, man. I just remember like, man, who had that shit? We wanted to hear it.
Yeah, see, I remember a cipher in
Who
when I
was
was
yours,
going to Long
Hollow?
Island,
Oh, go ahead.
Queens. My bad, cipher in the lunchroom. It was mainly cats from Queensbridge. That shit inspired me in my lunchroom, not on YouTube, not on no. I'm literally in the lunchroom in Queens, being like, "Yo, these niggas really having a sight. This shit look like Crush Grooves." You know what I
When did
mean?
it?
Yeah,
So we,
When
man.
did?
Hey, you know who's the king of
When
that,
did?
man? You know, I seen Sugar Free do that shit in front of me before, man. That shit is ridiculous.
When did being lyrical go from just having a vocabulary and rhyming like bigger words than niggas normally use to like really punching and using figurative language? When did it make that change,
I
that
think it's the
adjustment?
street shit.
I think it's two different things anyway. I don't think punching and lyricism are the same. I
Right.
don't.
The
It's
street
no
shit.
way. A punch is set up. A punch is set up for you to catch it right now. Lyricism, you might find little eggshells in every other line. Are like, oh, that's different.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I
yeah.
think it's really
Nah,
street shit, Kaz.
I'm
Like
saying
it's just
I'm I'm
different.
I'm saying like in order to be considered a lyricist now, you have to punch. When did that come into play? Like when did
I,
that
Oh,
I,
actual
I
happen?
think
punching. Yeah, he's saying
I think it
punchlines.
came
Like,
into play and it was inspired by Conceited in them. I think by the Sons and them, like, and then B Magic came and it kind of took
And
over. I,
Charlie too. Like Charlie, yeah, Charlie was
Charlie,
right. Yeah, that was right with that. So I'm yeah,
yeah, it was a few
Con,
cats.
Charlie, Magic. I think because that's so successful. But then it'll evolve into a nigga like a Rum Nitty who do it like what Cass
Hey,
said.
but
Rum
bro,
hold on,
Nitty
like
hold
it
on.
ain't
was
Hey,
do.
still crazy back then, though. Verb.
Hold on. I got to stop all of
It was
y'all.
still
Y'all,
crazy
y'all,
back then, though.
y'all gonna walk right over Cassidy with this question?
Yeah.
No,
No, he's
no,
saying he
no,
battle
no.
rap
We
though.
talking
He's
No,
saying
about
he
not
battle rap.
yeah.
Cassidy.
We ain't talk yeah.
Cass is in battle rap. He's in battle rap. He kind
But
of
Yeah,
this
he
he.
know
yeah
what he's saying.
yeah. But we talking straight to him though. We ain't talking
Hey,
about
nah,
him. Like
Verb.
what the fuck? He's right here. Like,
What
Hey,
Cass is
Verb.
trying to fish a compliment out of us.
Hey, nah.
Oh
Nah,
God,
Hey,
he's
nah,
shot
yo,
yo
you know,
Cash
you
shot a
know what
low
though?
blow, dog.
nah.
Hold on. Y'all saying it evolved into Rum Nitty, and I feel like Rum is like a perfect example of like what the top punching is. But y'all, people be forgetting that people like Heartless were around back then that were writing
shit.
That's what I
layered
said, Big. I
God
shit
said
that was
damn.
Sons Conceited
crazy
and
as
the Sons
fuck.
started it. That's what I said.
But Heartless was even crazier than Conceited.
Yes, he was.
That's why I said the
Yes, he was.
Sons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All of
no,
them.
SONS in general. Yeah.
Now
But
That's how they
I
came
ain't
but
gonna, I
together,
look.
ain't gonna.
Heartless and Khan.
Heart was nice. Heart
That
was
style
dummy
comes
nice.
from
Super
Cassidy though.
nice.
But that style comes from Cassidy
Heart
though.
probably still nice right now with no battles.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
no.
Yo,
I wouldn't
the
really say
similar
Heartless is like Kaz Conceited
s-
is.
similar to the way that a lot of niggas sound like twerk and got
Yeah,
that new style in battle rap that everybody say they trying to sound like twerk or just sound like
exactly
different
like
niggas.
him. Mhm.
It's the same way they had Conceited when he first came out. He was like me. They never heard nobody punching or even attempting to try to punch that much before me. So when they heard him doing that, he was like a baby me. And it took him years to get out of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you
Mm.
can't start with Conceited because when Conceited first started doing that, like from
I
his
mean, we was
very
there
first
for his
time,
first battle. Kaz, me and Daylyt were there. Day, you remember Conceited's first battle ever, right?
What
Nah.
do you say?
Yeah.
Daylight,
I
you
got,
hear
I
me?
got, I got, yeah. I got the
They
actual
gone.
battle. I got the battle on my YouTube channel. It's still up right now. And
You
that that
remember who he battled,
that's
right?
that. Yeah, he battled Double P, but that's all they were saying in the crowd.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Cassidy
he
sounds like
battled Double P, and I kind of agree with Kaz though. I do because Conceited he did have his own style, but it did appear the he was influenced by Kaz.
Definitely.
Of
Yeah.
Yeah.
course, he'll say that. He'll say
Yeah.
that. But the name flips is the thing. He said a different. He had the name flips. That's somewhere he set himself apart at. You know.
Yeah, he did. And Khan was breaking down words too, a lot too. Yeah, Khan was a magician in that bitch though. I ain't gonna even lie to you, cause it. But that style did come from Cassidy. And let me ask y'all this: when is a last time you been in a battle and your heart was racing because you knew it was up there with the nigga in front of you?
I mean,
Mm.
I think your heart should be racing before every battle, but once you rap, you shouldn't have that no more.
When do you get comfortable? Okay, when the last time you
When you
been in
start
front?
rapping, you get
No,
comfortable when you open your mouth.
no. I'm saying when somebody is wilding on you and shit, and you know he's really, really, really good. When the last time you felt like that?
Oh,
That
I
kind of
be
pressure.
ignoring that shit, so I don't know.
I don't remember it like this. Like it's like
Yeah, I feel
I
like
don't
me
know.
and Lux battles the last time I felt that.
Yeah, I mean, besides like bouncing around with us, I'm saying like it's just like the last time outside of that. When last time you felt like threatened?
Cause I ain't gonna lie, most of
Mm.
the threat has been coming lately from the gas of the crowd. It ain't cause this nigga's going crazy on me or he's bombing. This is the gas. I'm like, okay, they love it. You
Right.
know.
Yeah, this
Hey,
shit too
I want to.
crazy.
Hey, but one thing I want to make sure I say before we go off the conceited topic, because I don't want it to seem like we like also taking shots at him. I do want to say that Khan, you know, for somebody who I seen their first battle and to come into the pit like the it was like a jungle where we were battling, and for him to come in the way he did, and like Fox wasn't able to survive, they came in there together, and like Conceded was a star from his first battle. On God, I never seen somebody do good on their first battle like that. You knew he was a superstar from day one. It was
You
crazy.
know that wasn't his first battle though, right?
I mean, it was his first official battle. That's
Oh, because he
that's what I
battled on
know.
Lions Den, not Lux. I thought he battled on Lions Den
Nah,
first, and they never released it.
did
Nah,
he?
he was.
Yeah, like it wasn't released on an official Lions. Then we had put it out on like a lost files type of situation. But that
What
was
what year? What year was that?
He
that
battled
might
Dutch Brown.
yeah that might have
The
been
same year, probably. What year was that? Oh
Yeah, it
five,
was the
oh
same
six,
year. It was the same year.
oh five, oh six, right?
Oh, five.
nah.
Hell
It wasn't
no.
oh
Nigga,
five
we
oh six.
had we had conceded '05, nigga. '05,
Oh,
'06.
okay,
Nah,
damn.
that should have been either 2008, 2009.
You see, that's what we're trying to
Yeah.
tell you. We
Oh, my
Conceded
bad.
came in
Let me
there at
shut
the
the
end of
fuck
oh
up.
five. You know what I
My
mean?
Yeah,
bad.
this '05. Yeah.
Like so and it was like beginning 2006, end of '05 for sure. It was in that little 6 month period, whatever wherever it landed, and he came over there, and the whole thing for me was that was his first, like that's what I remember him saying, and that's what, like, that was his first time, and you could tell he was nervous as fuck. He walked into a gang banging environment, like he was two
Wait,
feet
real
tall,
quick.
even
Did
Well,
shorter
you
than
talking
he is
about the
now.
pit? You
when
talking
He
y'all
about
was
the
even
pit?
first,
yeah, the
when
pit.
y'all,
He
when
was
y'all
even
Oh,
first,
he
when
was even
y'all,
shorter than he is now. He came in there and was looking tiny as hell, and battled against a crazy motherfucker from Compton, and somehow
wow.
he beat him in front of everybody. Like, it was crazy.
That's crazy.
He
Wow.
pulled it off. Like, he really did pull off some shit. Like, I definitely give him props for that, bro. That you couldn't just
Nah,
do that
Khan is the
at the
GOAT.
pit.
Just say it. Khan is the GOAT. Go on, say it.
He's definitely one of the motherfuckers. That's
For
for sure.
sure.
Yep.
Nah, that's for sure.
man,
Oh,
it can't be a bunch of goats, man. There's only one goat on the squad.
Cassidy.
Y'all
Talk
talking
that shit.
about,
Talk that
y'all
shit,
talking
guys.
about, hold on, y'all talking about in '05. That's when my second album came out. I battled free before my first album even dropped, before I worked on my first single. And my second album already came out in '05. So that's when niggas started battling when I already been retired from battling. I already had thousands of battles in that time. So it is like
On
it's a
on
different type of
mixtapes,
goat on the
Cass,
phone. It's
you
a
the
different type of
punchline
goat
GOAT.
on the phone. I'm just
Oh,
talking
okay,
about
In
okay.
battle
So,
rap, Conceited is the
period.
punchline GOAT though,
Nah, but
hands down.
if if in battle rap though, like how you respect somebody lines
oh,
and all that is opinionated. Like some niggas might like Luck, some niggas like Hollow, some niggas like this nigga, some niggas like Verb, some niggas like Daylyt. Like niggas like different shit. Like how you judge what's dope, or the level of what niggas could do, that's opinionated. But when I came back from my first battle is when I battled Disaster, another person that's on the phone, and nobody don't even get them type of numbers now as veterans, and I came back and got that my first battle. Like the type of impression that I made was like historical. So if niggas don't want to
That's a
count them
fact.
thousands of battles that I had, like if niggas saying this mixtape shit and don't want to count them, even if you want to start from my first battle with Disaster, and this is about to be my fifth battle. So with me holding this much weight with only 5 battles, that mean I got least amount of battles than everybody in battle rap that whole week. I got the least amount of battles. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you talking GOAT level shit, you gotta think about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta
But
include that
with
part.
punchlines and battle
shit.
rap, my guy, like Conceit is the GOAT hands down. I ain't gonna lie, with the mixtapes and the records, use the GOAT hands down with punchlines. But in battle rap, I don't think you could rock with Khan punchline. Like he's punching a little different, Cash. Like it's another level. Like how Verb said, he breaking down words, he's name flipping. Like you just was talking shit when you came back. You wasn't punching too crazy against this.
Nah, I ain't even punch yet. I ain't even start punching yet because I was only battling battle rappers. I
Talk
was
your
on
shit.
Yeah, like I was
No, he
only
killed me.
battling
He said,
battle
I ain't
rappers,
punch
so
yet.
I
Then
ain't even
fuck
start
y'all.
punching yet. Like
He
I
killed me
ain't
with
even
that.
bring that style back yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's coming though. Like I'm about
Got
to
you.
battle free real soon. and I'm gonna make
How
an
you feel about
example out
that?
of him.
You feel like that's easy money?
Like battle rap all together is easy money. It's like this the easiest part of rap for
Talk
me.
your shit, Cass.
So you know what I'm saying? I already did him dirty before, so niggas already know what to expect. It's not gonna be like shocking when it happen, but
At
it's
all.
gonna
It's gonna be
happen.
expected. It's
But
gonna be
now,
expected.
but the
Damn, I'm
type of
trying to think.
cast niggas see, niggas think he gonna get the where was our cast, but this type of cast that they gonna
Yeah,
see
that's right. I was
is
gonna
gonna
say.
be just completely different. So
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Hey,
That's what I'm
Cass.
excited about.
Let me ask you a question, Cass. Do you think it's people in this chat right now who never heard your rounds for Freeway?
You said say that again?
Do you think it's people in this chat right now who never heard your rounds for Freeway?
Yeah, they didn't. Nobody
Hey,
in this
do
chat
you
ain't hear
remember?
my.
Do you remember?
Nah, you're not talking about the new ones, Cash. You talking about the
No,
old.
the old one. Yeah, the old one back in the day. The old one.
Oh, the old ones. What you
Yeah.
mean?
Okay. The battle that started everything with you and Freeway.
Hmm.
Do you think it's people like you said earlier? Do you think it's people in this chat right now who have no idea about them rounds?
No.
They all know her. They gotta know
You
her.
gotta know. You
You
should
Yeah,
have
know.
yeah.
to. Yeah, it's like yeah, that's kind of like I can't see nobody
But I
saying
do
they
think
never
it's
listened to
people
that.
in battle rap that don't. Like we were saying earlier, you got to do your research and respect the craft. If you don't, you being disrespectful to the art.
Right.
Like that's
And I,
history.
yo, but that's the meat and potatoes of this conversation for real, for real. And I gotta say this piece real quick because just to bring it back around to the main focus, because I gotta go in a little bit with my son. But look though, I feel as though how you talking about people knowing the culture, the art form, studying it, really being serious about it. I think that's where we can start to make sense of, or at least to the fans, right? For them
Hmm.
doing they real due diligence in terms of what's really being said between like unbiasedly though, like who you like, cheer for who you cheer for. But when we talking about, and I think this goes for like the whole culture in the longevity of it, the integrity, right? When you hearing what you hearing in the material and really doing the knowledge yourself outside of what you may see when the crowd going crazy or different things, but really taking like comprehending what was just said, like really fully understanding it. And I think from there is where you start to really have a real true point system. Even if y'all doing it in the comments or you doing it wherever forums they're doing the knowledge need to be done though. Can't just be seeing or hear a bunch of this that and then really don't really take heed on what was said. That's my whole thing. You know what I mean? I think that's where
I think we all gotta be real with these niggas then. Like when they ask you what they think, we got man, shit is okay, man. It is what it
For
is.
sure.
Like, yeah, but instead of saying, yeah, man, you was dope, because I know I done said it to a lot of these motherfuckers, and I ain't mean that shit. It's just like, I mean, yeah, dope. You know what I'm saying?
And I
Like,
want to add
yeah, I
that
gotta stop that
embracing
shit.
each other, embracing the new class, embracing these young boys, helping them out. Like
hell
we
yeah.
really ain't their competition. We their competition when they get there, but until then, we should embrace, show love, teach, and that's gonna help push it further. You
Them
know,
young niggas will push you down the steps so fast, old man. Who was you
I'm
playing,
cool
man?
with
Soon as you
that.
turn your motherfucking back, they will push you.
Shoot.
What? These young niggas did. They will
You got to
kick
take that
you.
risk though, man, for the love of the sport. You got to take
Shit.
that risk.
Yeah, yeah. That's
I've been
all. But
embracing kids. I've got nothing but love. You know, I've been had a couple of situations where I'm like, damn, this is weird. But for the most part, you know, I got nothing but love for the cats I reached out and talked to.
yeah, nah. That's I think
Yo,
that's all. That's necessary.
if a nigga takes Steph Curry to the gym with a couple niggas and they have a little 3-point competition and he beats Steph Curry in that little 3-point competition that day, do that make him a better 3-point shooter than Steph Curry?
Fuck
Hell
no.
no.
Exactly. Like the nigga hit more threes than anybody else in the league before, right?
Talk your shit, Cass.
So it's
Hey,
like, yo, my nigga, like niggas need to take that in consideration when they
hey,
be talking about
yo.
certain niggas, man. Like,
This nigga
yo, my
thanked you
nigga,
and
like,
to praise him, bro. You ready? This nigga
yo,
Cass walks you to the door
This,
like, hey,
this nigga,
who hit more?
hey, this nigga is Thanos, my nigga. Facts.
he said, hey man,
Wait, he
So
still
if
talking about
does
conceited?
that mean you was better that day, or who
Yeah,
is Steph Curry?
he came
Like
back
how?
around.
How if he outsold all y'all in more threes?
Yeah,
I'm just like,
yeah.
we got
He
He got
alley
a
you
point
that.
we
though.
gotta
He
be
The
alley you
nigga got
that
a
realistic,
one.
bro.
point.
Yo, fellas, yo, this is beautiful, but I
Go
gotta
ahead, dog.
go. I'm with my
Go
son.
ahead. We really go ahead, bro. Holla.
All
Hey,
right,
hey,
Lux
y'all.
got
hey,
a chess tournament, man.
hey,
Loaded
Cash.
Lux. Everything healthy, Lux, man. I appreciate that, man. We got some shit coming for these niggas, man.
Yeah,
Salute.
yeah. Nah, no doubt, man. It's top shelf.
Hey,
Word, I
Hey,
can't wait. Keep me
hey, Cash.
posted.
Hey, Cash. You really got a point though. If you really break that down, though, he got a point. If the nigga say, "Look, you outshot me one day. I still hit more threes than all y'all, and I've made more than everything." It's like you kind of can't even argue with the nigga. What can you say to him?
Yeah, like like, yeah, even
I
if
mean,
I
if you
do
really
have a
break it
bad day.
down, I mean, if we do it by moral, we do it by stats. You can't kind of argue with the number on the nigga though. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. That's what the young niggas don't do. The young niggas don't ever think like, I mean, on some shit, you can't argue with that nigga on, man. He's done 10 times more. He's made 10 times more money. He's been on 10 times more. So he has to be better than you. He has to be if we doing that, man. If we doing it by statistic, he has to be better. He's bigger. What are you talking about? But they don't see that shit as like in their mind. It's like, nah, we the same with your three and how much you made for those and this over
Hmm.
how like if he got the numbers to say, hey, I'm the highest paid nigga to ever hit the stage, can't really argue with him. If he says, look, my numbers are the highest out of all y'all, I mean, you can't really argue with the nigga. I mean, or do y'all feel
I
like you
mean,
can?
that's if you're
Because in
doing it
my
for
world,
money
it's
though.
like,
If you really out here, okay, but I don't know if I agree with that because everybody looks at money different. You know, a person that's rich needs more. A person that's poor might need less. So it depends on how you look at the money and look at the situation. I really just go
Nah,
off the
but what up?
sport.
is
Nah,
Go
Floyd
ahead.
the best?
if it was selfish money, if I was doing this like just off of myself or just trying to like show off, like I'm getting the most money, then I can understand that hollow. But I'm pro battle rapper. Like I want all of the niggas that's dope and all of the niggas that take this serious to get more money. And since I've been back, that's what's been happening. It's like for 10 to 12 years straight, it was a long stretch of that not happening. It's like certain niggas was getting checks, but nowhere near compared to the checks they getting now. And then it was like the rest of everybody else was just literally not getting nothing. Like pretty much coming out for nothing. And since I've been
No.
back and
So
been shaking shit up, since I've been back and I've been shaking shit up, like I already knew it was money in battle rap before all these leagues started. That's why before all these leagues started, I said I wasn't coming back until I got a quarter million because I knew the energy that battle rap had. When niggas was offering me $40,000 and Smack was offering me, yo, I got 20, I got 30, I got 40 and niggas was doing blogs and saying I should take it. He don't make that much a show. What is he doing? Why should he take that and all this and all that? They ain't understand. I'm saying some of the top tier niggas should be getting that type of money, but not me. I should be getting 10 times that amount. And I'm not coming out until I get that. And niggas thought I was bugging until I really got it. And once I really got it, what does that do? Yeah, I might not be Cass, but I'm hollow. I might not be Cass, but I'm Daylyt. I might not be Cass, but I'm a verb. What the fuck are you talking about? So I might not get what he just got, but I need this though, which is
for
way
sure.
more than I used to get. So it's better for
That's a
everybody.
fact.
I'm not
And your
talking
money
about
is
money
well
just for
deserved.
All
I'm
right,
just
man.
trying
I'm
to
out.
nah,
ask: Does that matter
it's
in the
not just
argument of who's the
I'll talk to
best?
y'all later.
Does the money? All right, does the money matter in the argument of who's the best? Is all I'm asking.
nah, I don't I don't care about the money and I'm not saying the money got nothing to do with the best. I'm not talking about that. Like just like it's wild niggas in the industry that might be grossing more money from music at this point, but they know that they not better than me. So
Tight.
the money don't even really matter when it come to skill. But